Signs you're leveling up, even when it doesn't feel like it. If you're watching this late at night, unable to sleep, with a million thoughts running through your head, this was made for you. Because right now you might feel stuck, like everyone around you is moving forward while you're standing still, like you're doing everything right but nothing is clicking yet, like you're working hard, growing, changing, but the results haven't shown up yet. And that gap between the work and the reward, that silence in between, that's the hardest place to exist. But what if I told you that feeling, that quiet, uncomfortable, lonely feeling, that's not you falling behind, that's you leveling up. Most people never recognize it because leveling up doesn't feel like winning. It doesn't feel like a highlight reel. It doesn't feel like something you'd post about. It feels like waiting. It feels like uncertainty. It feels like doing the right things and wondering if any of it is actually working. And tonight, I want to walk through the signs, the quiet ones, the ones nobody talks about. Because if even one of these hits you, you need to hear this. You are closer than you think. You've gotten comfortable being alone. The first sign is one most people overlook because it happens so gradually you barely notice it. You've stopped running from your own company. Think about who you used to be. There was a time when silence felt unbearable, when being alone on a Friday night felt like failure, like something was wrong with you, like everyone else was out living while you were sitting in your room watching the clock. So you'd fill the space, plans you didn't really want, conversations that drained you, scroll through your phone for hours just to avoid being alone with your own thoughts, because your own thoughts were too loud, too honest, too uncomfortable. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. The silence stopped feeling like punishment and started feeling like peace. You started enjoying your own company. Saturday mornings alone with coffee and no agenda stopped feeling sad and started feeling sacred. You stopped needing to be around people to feel okay. And that is a massive shift that most people never make. Because here's the truth about people who can't be alone. They carry that emptiness everywhere they go, into relationships, into friendships, into every room they walk into. They need others to fill something that was always supposed to be filled from within. But you figured that out. Maybe not completely. Maybe it's still a work in progress, but you're no longer running. And that means you've built something most people spend their whole lives searching for, a real relationship with yourself. That is the foundation that everything else in your life gets built on. Every healthy relationship, every good decision, every moment of real confidence, it starts there. You've stopped explaining yourself. The second sign is quieter than the first, but in a lot of ways, it might be the most powerful shift of all. You've stopped over-explaining yourself. There was a version of you that rehearsed everything. Before you made a decision, you were already preparing the explanation, the justification, the defense. Because somewhere along the way, you learned that your choices needed to be approved before they were valid. Why you didn't go out, why you left that job, why you ended that friendship, why you needed space, why you changed. You'd explain until people understood, or at least until they stopped pushing back, because their understanding felt like permission, like you couldn't fully commit to your own decision until someone else co-signed it. But lately, something changed. You make a decision and you just live it. No announcement, no explanation, no waiting for the group chat to weigh in. Not because you stopped caring about people, but because you finally understood something that took a long time to learn. The people who are truly meant to be in your life will understand you without a full presentation. And the people who aren't, you could explain yourself for hours and it still wouldn't be enough. Because their resistance was never really about understanding. It was about control. There is a quiet confidence that comes with this shift. It doesn't look loud from the outside. You're not suddenly bold or confrontational. You just become still, unbothered, rooted in your own direction. And that stillness, that unshakable sense of, I know what I'm doing even if I can't fully explain it yet, that is one of the rarest things a person can develop, and you're developing it. Old things don't excite you anymore. This next one is strange when it first happens, and for a lot of people, it's actually frightening because it feels like something is being taken from you. The things that used to make you happy don't hit the same way anymore. Old friends you used to look forward to seeing now feel draining after an hour. Places you used to love feel hollow. Habits that used to comfort you feel empty. Even some of the goals you spent years working toward, when you actually sit with them now, they feel like they belong to a version of you that no longer exists. And you start to wonder, am I depressed? Am I becoming someone cold? Did I lose my ability to enjoy things? What is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. What's actually happening is one of the most important processes a human being can go through. You are outgrowing a version of yourself, and when you outgrow something, it stops fitting. Like a coat you've had for years that suddenly feels too small. It didn't change, you did. The excitement fades not because you lost something, but because you gained something, a higher standard, a deeper sense of what actually matters to you. A new level of self-awareness that makes certain things feel too surface level to hold your attention anymore. The conversations that used to entertain you now feel like noise. The validation you used to chase now feels unnecessary. The version of fun you used to know now feels like it belongs to someone else. And instead of forcing yourself back into spaces that no longer fit, you're sitting in the discomfort of not yet knowing what comes next. That in-between space is one of the hardest places to live because you've left the old thing, but the new thing hasn't fully arrived yet. You're standing in the doorway, not in the old room, not yet in the new one. But here's what that doorway actually means. It means you're transitioning, and transitions are just growth in its most raw and unfinished form. The discomfort isn't a sign that something is wrong, it's a sign that something is changing. Stay in the doorway a little longer. What's in the next room is worth it. Your circle got smaller and it doesn't bother you like it used to. At some point you looked around and realized the group got smaller. Not because of one big falling out necessarily, not because of some dramatic moment you can point to, just a quiet drift. Fewer texts, fewer plans. Conversations that used to flow effortlessly now feel like work. Friendships that used to feel natural now feel like performances you're both putting on out of habit, and for a while that hurt deeply, because you wondered if it was you, if you had changed in a way that pushed people away, if there was something about who you were becoming that was too much or not enough for the people who used to be closest to you. But here's what's actually happening underneath all of that. As you grow, your energy becomes more intentional, more selective, not in an arrogant way, just in an honest way. You start to feel the difference between connections that fill you and connections that quietly drain you. And your tolerance for surface level interaction drops because you've tasted what depth actually feels like. You need realness now. You need people who don't require you to shrink yourself, people who are actually going somewhere. People who make you feel more like yourself, not less. And not everyone in your life is that. And not everyone grows at the same pace. Some people who were absolutely perfect for who you were at 19 or 22 or 3 years ago simply aren't built for who you're becoming now. And that is nobody's fault. It's just the honest math of growth. The people who drift away were meant for a chapter. The people who stay through the drift, through the changes, through the versions of you that were hard to love, those are your people, the real ones. Hold on to them with everything you have. A smaller circle is not a sign that you're losing. It's a sign that you're filtering. And what's left after the filter is real. You feel behind, but you're actually ahead. This one might be the heaviest sign of all, and I think is the one most people watching this tonight need to hear the most. You feel behind. You scroll through your phone and you see people your age getting engaged, getting promoted, buying their first house, traveling to places you've only saved to a folder on your phone, starting businesses, having kids, checking off the boxes that society told you should be checked by now. And there's this quiet ache that follows you through the scroll, this whisper that gets louder the longer you look. It says you're running out of time. It says everyone has it figured out except you. It says you should be further along by now. And you close that app feeling worse than when you opened it. But here's what that app will never show you. It won't show you the marriage that looks perfect in photos but feels lonely behind closed doors. It won't show you the promotion that came with 70-hour weeks and the anxiety that never fully goes away. It won't show you the house that stretched someone so thin financially they cry about it when nobody's watching. It won't show you the travel that's really just running from the same emptiness you're sitting with right now. Most people you think have it figured out are performing. They're not at peace. They're at a photo op. And you, sitting alone tonight in the quiet, asking hard questions about your life, refusing to just go through the motions. You're doing something that most people are too afraid to do. You're being honest with yourself. You're building something intentional, something real, something that actually belongs to you and not to the expectations of people who are never going to live your life anyway. The race you think you're losing isn't real. There's no finish line. There's no deadline on becoming who you're supposed to be. The timeline you're measuring yourself against was never yours to begin with. Feeling behind is actually proof that you care, that you're paying attention, that you haven't just accepted a default life because it was the easiest path. And the people who end up most fulfilled at the end of it all, they were never the fastest. They were just the most intentional. You are being intentional, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when it doesn't look like much from the outside yet. That matters more than you know. So if you made it to the end of this, I want you to just sit for a second. Not on your phone, not scrolling, just here. You found this video for a reason. Maybe you needed someone to name what you've been feeling. Maybe you needed proof that you're not as lost as you feel. Maybe you just needed to hear that the quiet, invisible work you're doing every single day actually means something. So let me say it clearly. It means something. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are in the middle of something. The hard, unglamorous, unsexy middle that nobody posts about and nobody applauds you for getting through. But you are getting through it. And the version of you waiting on the other side of this season, the one who finally feels at peace, finally feels at home in their own life, finally understands why this part had to be hard. That version of you is worth every uncomfortable, uncertain, lonely night it takes to get there. Keep going. Not because it's going to get easy tomorrow, just because you've already come too far to stop now. You're not lost. You're just in the part of the story that hasn't made sense yet. It will. Good night.